Quiet people have the loudest minds. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. 1. Remember to look up at the stars and not down at your feet. 2. Never give up work. Work gives you meaning and purpose, and life is empty without it. 3. If you are lucky enough to find love, remember it is there and don't throw it away. We are just an advanced breed of monkeys on a minor planet of a very average star, but we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Life would be tragic if it weren't funny. If time travel is possible, where are the tourists from the future? Although I cannot move and I have to speak through a computer, in my mind I'm free. People who boast about their IQ are losers. The thing about smart people is that they seem like crazy people to dumb people. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm in no hurry to die. Not only does God play dice, but He sometimes throws them where they cannot be seen. I don't think the human race will survive the next 1,000 years unless we spread into space. You cannot understand the glories of the universe without believing there is some supreme power behind it. I regard the afterlife to be a fairy story for people that are afraid of the dark. We are in danger of destroying ourselves by our greed and stupidity. We cannot remain looking inwards at ourselves on a small and increasingly polluted and overcrowded planet. God is the name people give to the reason we are here. God may exist, but science can explain the universe without the need for a creator. However difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. I'm just a child who has never grown up. Without imperfection, you or I would not exist. My expectations were reduced to 0 when I was 21. Everything since then has been a bonus. We should seek the greatest value of our action. Humanity's deepest desire for knowledge is justification enough for our continuing quest, and our goal is nothing less than a complete description of the universe we live in. Just because I do a lot of thinking doesn't mean I don't like parties and getting into trouble. There is more enthusiasm for everything in America. Only in the few universes that are like ours would intelligent beings develop and ask the question, why is the universe the way we see it? The answer is then simple. If it had been any different, we would not be here. My advice to other disabled people would be, concentrate on things your disability doesn't prevent you doing well, and don't regret the things it interferes with. Don't be disabled in spirit as well as physically. The human failing I would most like to correct is aggression. It may have had survival advantage in caveman days to get more food, territory, or a partner with whom to reproduce, but now it threatens to destroy us all. While physics and mathematics may tell us how the universe began, they are not much use in predicting human behavior because there are far too many equations to solve. I'm no better than anyone else at understanding what makes people tick, particularly women. Most of the threats we face come from the progress we've made in science and technology. We are not going to stop making progress or reverse it. So we must recognize the dangers and control them. I'm an optimist, and I believe we can. I think computer viruses should count as life. I think it says something about human nature that the only form of life we have created so far is purely destructive. We've created life in our own image. The downside of my celebrity is that I cannot go anywhere in the world without being recognized. It is not enough for me to wear dark sunglasses and a wig. The wheelchair gives me away. One of the basic rules of the universe is that nothing is perfect. Perfection simply doesn't exist. Without imperfection, neither you nor I would exist. You cannot understand the glories of the universe without believing there is some supreme power behind it. Time and space are finite in extent, but they don't have any boundary or edge. They would be like the surface of the earth, but with two more dimensions. Mankind's greatest achievements have come about by talking, and its greatest failures by not talking. It doesn't have to be like this. If the government is covering up knowledge of aliens, they are doing a better job of it than they do at anything else. Nothing is better than reading and gaining more and more knowledge. People won't have time for you if you are always angry or complaining. One is always a long way from solving a problem until one actually has the answer. It matters if you just don't give up. We each exist for but a short time, and in that time explore but a small part of the whole universe.